Hello cyclists, welcome. Look at this amazing, beautiful and very special bicycle. It's the Lemmo One. Well, look at this beautiful e-bike. I just had the chance to meet one of the heads behind this Berlin-based brand, and he's an architect. Actually, at the moment, he's located in London, even though the brand is in Berlin. And you feel his passion for mobility, for design, for cleverness and smartness and innovation and technology. And this is all combined in this first product from Lemmo, the Lemmo One e-bike. Well, actually, it is an e-bike indeed, because it has a motor and a rear hub, but this bike has something very intelligent and smart. It has a smart pack here. This is the battery indeed, and you can just take it out. You push the button and you take it out. So if you want to, you can choose between buying a regular bike or you can buy an e-bike. So, and that's the whole thought, because I have so many discussions also with my friends, like, why do you ride an e-bike, then you don't exercise anymore? And I just say, yeah, but what I can do is, of course, just switch off the motor and then I do exercise. But here in particular, it's quite interesting because the bike without the battery, so without the smart pack, weighs only 15 kilograms, but it already has everything you need to switch it over to an e-bike. And that is just the smart pack. So I'll give you just a hint. The bike, the regular bike, costs 1,090 euros. And if you want to add or just try out, if you are keen on cycling an e-bike, you just take the smart pack, and that costs 900 euros. And also quite clever, if you're not sure if you really do want to ride an e-bike, you can rent it out for 3 months or for 12 months, which is quite clever if you ask me. Because this bicycle is very special concerning the design. This is the step-through model, which would also work perfectly for the male human beings, if you ask me. But there's also the male version, as I just said, and there the upper tube is a bit straighter. But have a look at the design, because when I see what is happening on the bicycle market, there are so many new bike brands and also established bike brands who try new designs. And this is very special if you have a closer look at the frame geometry, at how the tubes are designed. And also what I really love in my eyes is, like, quality-wise, super interesting how the frame looks. And here this frame is not welded, it is glued. That is a technology that is super common in the automotive sector and also when you have a look at airplanes. And this overall design, the combination of the frame and the internal gearing routing is so beautiful. It looks so tidy. So for me, I can feel the passion for design and for smartness. But the e-bike factor. So there is the motor in the rear hub that rather gives you the feeling of being pushed. And to be honest, while I'm cycling this bike, it is almost a little dangerous because it is so powerful in the beginning. So when you push the pedal and you get this really strong power from behind, it's really quite interesting. So very agile. Even when I'm like in the lowest pedal assist. And it has 3 different modes of assistance, 1, 2, 3, and something very clever and special that quite a lot of manufacturers do. You have like a little boost, like a little turbo when you go up a hill or when you want to be really, really fast when you start, when the light turns from red to green. Overall, when we're talking about the motor, it is a brand I do not know, so there's not so much information. I think it's a Chinese manufacturer that is responsible for this very rocket-like motor in the back. It has 14 Newton meters of torque, which is not super powerful, but due to the fact that this bicycle with 15 kilograms without the battery and 18 kilograms with the battery, is definitely enough. It's really very powerful. And the different modes of assist, as I just said, in the beginning they're all like super strong. I felt very comfortable with the first and with the second mode of assist. And the third one is really indeed very powerful. So then you're just like skyrocket cycling through the city. Well, the battery has 540 watt hours, which gives you approximately a range of 100 kilometers. And the battery is charged within 3.5 hours, which is totally okay. And you do have a little display here that is in the upper tube that gives you all the information you need when you ask me, like how the battery is loaded, how fast you are, if the light is on and off, and of course in what mode of assist you're cycling in. Every now and then when you look down, I don't think it's the best position for a display, because then you don't see what is happening around you. But anyways, how often do you look at the display to see how fast you are or in what mode of assist you are? I think by the time you cycle this beauty here, you know if you need more support or if you're fine with the pedal assist you did choose. When you're looking for a new bike, it's quite important to know at what sitting position you feel comfortable. Is it rather sportive, or are you more like the relaxed, comfortable commuter? Then you should go for a more upright sitting position. Well, this year, to be honest, is like a bit a combination of both. So it's quite upright, but also a bit sportive. And to be honest, I haven't had a sitting position like this before at all. And I was super surprised how comfortable I felt, even though it was sportive. So definitely for the frame geometry and the sitting position, I give my thumbs up. Also in combination with the saddle that doesn't look very comfortable, but indeed is comfortable. And also when you have a look at the tires, they are pretty big and pretty fat because it's an aluminium frame, you don't have any suspension. But this, of course, comes at least a little suspension and the comfortable feeling through the big fat tires that also give you a good grip, because I was cycling over cobblestone quite a lot and I felt comfortable and safe. Also very innovative and very unique is the dual mode hub. So there's a shifter and you just push it out, and whether you choose the M for a manual and you have a regular bike, or you choose the E for e-bike, and you definitely can feel the difference, because when you choose the M, the manual, it's totally completely off the motor and it's just like a regular bike. And to be honest, cycling this bike without the motor, because it's so lightweight and the components are so well chosen, it also feels like a rocket. In the battery, the so-called smart pack is also integrated, everything that makes this e-bike very smart. So there are over-air updates that can be integrated into this bicycle. So if there's a software update, for example, it has a GPS tracking, and I bet there's much more coming in the future. And there's also, of course, a Lemmo app. So you connect your bicycle, and which is quite nice, it has a lot of innovative and smart features. Of course, the app offers you all the information you need, but there's coming more in the future. What I really like is when bike manufacturers look what is happening, for example, in the automotive sector, what gives you like sort of an extra security feeling. And you do have a lock in the rear hub. So when you push both buttons here on the handlebar, then the rear hub is locked. And the moment you approach the bike with your mobile phone, there is a Bluetooth connection and you can unlock the rear hub. The cockpit is very nice, tidy and clean. I like the handlebar, it's pretty straight but yet very broad and therefore comfortable. And in combination with the ergo grips, it feels very nice and comfortable. And you do have two buttons, and that is the whole control of the e-bike. And if you push the left button once, you have the bell. Well, it sounds a bit like an alarm, but anyway, this is the little bell that is integrated into the bicycle. And if you push the button longer, then the lights are switched on and off. And on the right, you can choose between the different modes of assistance, and if you push it longer, then you have this turbo mode if you're going up a hill or if you want to have a very fast start. Also coming in the future, there's going to be a bike alarm. I don't have any further information yet, but this is something you have to keep in mind, because everything this bicycle wants to offer the owner is not only a fantastic cycling feeling, but also some smartness and give you the feeling that you can feel secure. So there's the alarm, you have the GPS tracking, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be an insurance package in the future as well. As I said, there are two models. This one here is the step through. It has only one frame size, but two different colors, the sand and the gray. And the male version has two different frame sizes, up to a height of 200 centimeters. And I think the allowance concerning the weight is 140 kilograms, which is quite nice because other manufacturers end like with 100 or 120 kilograms. This model has a Dior gearing system, which is quite a lot of gears when you're cycling in the city, but gives you also the opportunity to do some tours. And there is in the future going to be another model with a Gates carbon belt drive and a single speed, and then I would suggest they also go for a torque sensor. Well, as you can see, the bicycles come with fenders and a rear rack, and in the rear rack, of course, you can either put a basket on it or some nice bags. What I like, of course, besides the very tidy, clean, beautiful design, I love the integrated lights. So the one is in the rear rack, and as you can see, the other one is in the front. And this is very special because even if you buy this bicycle without the smart pack, so as a regular bike, not an e-bike, you do have the lights that can be switched on with this button because they do have a little battery. As well as this display here. It also works with an extra battery, and you can charge this lighting and battery system because you can take out the front light and charge it. Well, very important when you're cycling super fast, because you do reach the 25 allowed kilometers really easily with this bicycle. You need proper brakes, and these are disc brakes from Zoom. They are like super sufficient and very effective, and I felt super safe and secure. Also quite important for me, as you know by now, it's like all the accessory and parts that you choose for. So when you have a look, the bike stand is very sufficient and beautiful looking. You could have chosen definitely another one, but this one I give my thumbs up. And also the platform pedals fit in this overall design of this bicycle. The smart pack is super easy to be removed. You just push the button and pull the strap, and then you can also carry it around on the strap, this 3 kilogram lithium-ion battery. And it's covered in a fabric that is like dirt resistant and can be cleaned. And on top you can choose, if you want to individualize your bike, you can choose between different fabrics of this smart pack. And the smart pack is not only smart because it has all the interesting software features and offers you the GPS tracking. No, you can also use it as a power bank. So for example, when you're like working everywhere in a cafe or in a park and your laptop, for example, needs new energy and the battery is low, you can use the smart pack of your bicycle, which is quite clever if you ask me. I'm totally convinced that Lemmo is going to be a big part of the transmission of our mobility in the future, because have a look at this bicycle. It's really beautiful. You feel the passion for design, for technology, for smartness, for interesting components. And I'm very happy that they introduced this bicycle to the market, and especially when you have a look at the price, 1,990 euros for a very interesting and powerful e-bike. This could be really a game changer. So I definitely give my thumbs up, and I'm super interested what's going to be coming from Lemmo in the future.